Question number 7. Running practice. Emily ran for 40 minutes at an average speed of 12 km per hour. What distance did she cover? Before we read the further part, let's focus on that because they're asking us what distance did she cover. So we go to find out the distance. So from this triangle, we're going to find out the formula of the distance. So here we can say distance, speed, and time. I'm going to hide my distance. So that is speed multiplied by time. So I'll just write it down. Distance equal to speed multiplied by time. So distance equal to, what is the speed? We can see the speed is 12 km per hour. So I can put on the speed 12 km per hour. What is the time? Time is 40 minutes. Now here, you're going to be a little bit careful. Just don't put down 40 here as a time, because that 40 is in minutes and the speed is in hour. Can you see kilometer per hour? So I'm going to change that time into hour as well. So 40 minutes. If I want to change that into hours, 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So minutes to hour, I go to divide by 60. So 40 divided by 60, these many hours. And then 0, 0, I can cancel it out to simplify. 4 and 6 has got 2 common. So that is going to be 2 and that is going to be 3. So 2 over 3 hours. So now I got my time in hours. So I can put down hours equal to 2 upon 3 because that is kilometer per hour. So my time needs to be in hour as well. So that is going to be 2 over 3. Now there is nothing here. So I can put down 2 upon 1. So it's easier to work with the fractions. When I'm multiplying, I'm going to just look if there's anything common in top and bottom. I can see 3 and 12. I can cancel out, yeah? So 3 1s are and 3 4s are. And 4 2s are 8. So 4 2s are 8. So 8. So 8 kilometer is the distance traveled. So that is the answer of my first question. So I'll put down that is the answer number 1 done. Now, in the second part, they are asking, if she aims to run 15 kilometers at the same speed, what speed? So the speed, they have given us 12 kilometers per hour. Then how long will it take her? So how much time will it take? So I'm going to figure out now the time. So to find out the formula, I'm going to hide my time. So if I'm hiding my time, what I can see is d over s, which is distance upon speed. So my time is distance over speed. So I'll put down here, time equal to distance divided by speed. So what is the distance? The distance is 15 kilometers. So I can put down in 15. What is the speed? The speed is the same, which is 12 kilometers per hour. So I can just put down 12 here. And now, if there's anything common, I can just cut that down, yeah? So that is going to be 3 common. 3 5s are and 3 4s are. So my time is going to be 5 over 4. And now that I can change into a mixed fraction. So that is going to be 4 1s are 4. So 1 whole. And then 1 is a remainder and 4. So 1 whole and 1 quarter hours. If you want to change into the minutes, you can change that as well. So basically that time is 1 hour and 1 quarter. 1 quarter is, the whole thing is 60 minutes. So 1 quarter is going to be 15 minutes. So that is going to be our answer number 2. And that is the full solution of this question, guys. Question number 8. Train journey. A train covers 450 kilometers in 5 hours. If it is traveled at first 3 hours at 100 kilometers per hour, what should be its speed for the last 2 hours to maintain an average speed of 90 kilometers per hour for the entire journey? Now the very first thing, guys, we'll try to understand is the total distance traveling is 450 kilometers. So the total distance travel is 450 kilometers. And that's what it's given. We can see that right here. and the entire distance is covered in 5 hours. So the time duration for that is 5 hours. Yeah, and we can see that if find out the speed like 450 divided by 5, yeah, which is going to be 90, and that's what they have just given us. So the entire journey needs to be finished in 5 hours, and the entire distance is 450 kilometers. Now they have given us some distance, some information about first 3 hours. If it is travel the first 3 hours, so in first 3 hours, guys, what is the speed? 100 kilometer per hour. So we are going to find out like how much distance they will be traveling in first 3 hours. I think it's quite easy. I'll say like, okay, what is the speed? 100 kilometer per hour. And how many hours? It's 3 hours. We can use the formula, but I think that is so simple. We can do that directly as well. So 100 kilometer per hour, what does it mean? Like in 1 hour, train is traveling 100 kilometers. 1 hour, 100 kilometer, 2 hour, 200 kilometer, 3 hours, 300 kilometer. I think, is it not simple, guys? Yeah, you can use the formula, but I think for that you won't need it. 1 hour, 100 kilometer, so 3 hours, 300 kilometer. So in first 3 hours, the distance traveled will be 300 kilometers. Now you will understand, guys, what is the total distance? 450 kilometers. Out of that, 300 kilometers is already traveled. So now we're going to focus on next 2 hours. So the last 2 hours, how much is the distance needs to be traveled? Then we can do the total distance is 450. And then 300 kilometers already traveled, so I can minus that. So I will be getting 450 minus 300 is 150. So 150 kilometers distance is yet to travel. And how much time do I have for the same? So I've got 2 hours for that. So time for that is 2 hours. And now I'm going to find out the speed for that. Again, I can use my triangle to find out the speed. I can hide the speed, which is distance upon time. My speed is distance upon time. So I can put down the formula, speed equal to distance over time. Don't forget, guys, I'm just finding out the speed for last 2 hours. So what is the distance needs to be traveled in last 2 hours? So that is 150 kilometer. I can put down here. And what is the time we do have to travel that distance? We do have 2 hours. So 150 over 2. And if you do work it out, guys, I think that's quite simple. That's going to be 75. So 75 kilometer per hour. So the train needs to travel at this speed, 75 kilometer per hour in last 2 hours, and they can finish the entire journey in 5 hours.